Hi everyone, it's the Saturday after Thanksgiving, and I wanted to kind of show you a little bit of what I'm going to be doing with my holiday leftovers. My biggest concern is I noticed that Thursday was Thanksgiving. Thursday night I made myself a turkey sandwich with the leftover turkey, and then yesterday I had another full plate of Thanksgiving dinner for dinner with our leftovers, and there's enough leftovers that I'm really nervous about eating like the Thanksgiving meal multiple days in a row, because that's not going to help me with my nutrition plan or my diet. And by the way, I finally did break my plateau. I am down to 262. So I really do not want to push it, because that was actually Thanksgiving morning. And then I had all the junk food on Thanksgiving. So I may be back up. I didn't weigh myself this morning. I'm afraid to, but Thanksgiving morning I was down to 262. Anyway, going back to what I was saying. So I've decided I'm going to do something a little bit different with my holiday leftovers. First, I'm going to use some rice, brown rice, instead of mashed potatoes, because there's a lot of starch in mashed potatoes, and rice is much better for you, especially brown rice. I'm going to take my turkey, and I'm going to kind of like dice it up and put it inside of the rice with a little bit of minced garlic. And I'm also going to add, oh, hang on, let me grab it here. Hi, sorry. I'm also going to add the onions from the big thing of onions that you have with, but I'm going to try and get rid of some of the sauce that are in the onions and just have the onions themselves mixed in with the turkey and the rice. Sorry. Okay. And that's going to kind of like be somewhat of like the main part of the dish. And then for like sides, now I am not eating the green bean casserole. I made a smaller portion this year, so there is not a whole lot left over, because as wonderful as green bean casserole is, it is so bad for you. I remember when I was on Weight Watchers years back, our leader had gone on this whole thing about things you have to watch out for at the holidays, and it always stuck with me. The differences between just having regular green beans and green bean casserole. Because you've got the cream of mushroom soup, and you've got so many other things mixed in that it's really not as good for you as you seem to think it is. It's just really good tasting. So I made half a portion, so there was enough to have some on Thanksgiving. But it's a holiday, you want to have fun. You don't want to be sick. Oh, nope, sorry, diet, can't. Because this is not supposed to be a diet for me. It's supposed to be a lifestyle change. So I don't have any leftover green bean casserole. I made just a small amount just to be able to have with dinner that night. So instead, I'm going to put as my sides, some squash. Very good, very healthy. So I'm going to have that as a side dish to my turkey, onion, and rice meal that I'm making. And of course, very, very important, my other side will be my leftover carrots. And this will be my lunch for today. Much healthier in terms of stuff, but it's also allowing me to use my leftovers. And the biggest thing I just got, I want to show you this. Hang on. I just kind of got this new scale here. And what's really nice about it is I can put, I kind of show you it here, like it's very, very sensitive, see? But I can put a bowl on it and then zero it out, add a little bit of stuff to it, like say my turkey, say, okay, I want 3 ounces of turkey because that's where I'm trying to keep my ounces at. And then I can zero it out again and get just 3 ounces of squash put on it. So it's really cool, and it's been helping a lot with my portion control. So hang on, let me go put this away. And that's the other key that I've recently kind of figured out on all this. It's like, it's okay to have like a green bean casserole at Thanksgiving dinner, but it's all about portion sizing. And after doing this for all of these months, I've kind of gotten used to the smaller portions now. I went out to a hibachi with my mother and my son to kind of like collectively celebrate their 2 birthdays together, even though their birthdays were a couple of months ago. We always used to do this when they both lived in the area. And I haven't seen my mother since the summer when I was down in North Carolina. So it was nice that we were able to celebrate their birthdays even though it was a month later. But, I got what I always used to get when I would go with them. I couldn't even eat all of it. I wound up giving some to my son. I took some home, and I still haven't eaten it. It's just it was too much food. So despite the fact as how large I am, I will tell you that it does make a difference. When you may feel hungry when you first start portion controlling, but your body gets used to, okay, this is the amount of food I am going to get per meals. And your body gets used to working off of that food. So don't get discouraged because you look at portion controls, 3 ounces, oh my gosh, it's only a little bit of turkey. And it's like, I can't, it's like, yeah, but again, instead of having just 3 little ounces of turkey in one spot on my plate and a little bit of squash and a little bit of this, mixing it all together makes it look bigger. I know it sounds silly, but psychologically, now you have this big mound of stuff, which is like, oh, I can't finish that. That's too much. When it really is the same amount as if I had them in little piles on my dish. But when you look at it, it looks bigger. I know that sounds silly, but some of it, your eyes are bigger than your stomach. You know the deal. So you look at this huge plate of food. Everything's portion controlled, but it's still enough. So anyway, hope everyone had a happy Thanksgiving. I'm going to try and post some more videos now that I'm feeling better. I think my last video I had said something. And by the way, I also wanted to make a mention. There was a comment made on my last video about, someone said, please type yes if you caught what she said at 6:10. I had no idea at 6 minutes and 10 seconds in. I had no idea what they were talking about. Somebody else made a comment. Was it the fact that I used the phrase y'all? I didn't even realize that I did it, if that's what you were talking about. I'm not from down south. I've never been down south, except for to visit my mother or to visit my family all the way down, but I'm not southern and don't know where it came from. So if I offended anyone, I apologize. I'm not quite sure where that or what that person was talking about. So whoever that person is, if you want to comment either on that video or this one and tell me exactly what it was you were commenting on, that did everyone hear that? So I'm not quite sure what I said. But anyway, I'm going to go make my lunch with my holiday leftovers and a little bit more. All right. Thanks for watching, everyone.